Hello everyone, welcome back to complete Laravel e-commerce project tutorial series. Today our job is to complete everything related to attributes. In our last video we created the model and migration for our attribute table, and then we also migrate this table in our database. Now if I just open our database, let me show you. If I just open our database, then I will possibly able to show you our migrated table, which is default attributes already available in our database, right? So this is my database, and you can see default attributes already available. Now today's job is pretty simple. We need to do everything: create, read, update, delete for product attribute, and this is going to be as similar what we did in categories and subcategories. So if you want to skip this video you can, but I recommend you to watch this because I'm going to do it very quickly, just copying the code from create category and manage category, and just make some changes to do this thing as quick as possible. Okay, let's do it. So very fast, I'm just going to open our model file, default attributes, and here I'm going to copy protected fieldable from subcategory and then go back to the default attributes again, paste that fieldable, and here the only field going to be fieldable, that is attribute value. Okay, so work done in model. Next our job is opening product attribute controller. If you followed this series from very beginning, then you know we created this product attribute controller very beginning of this series. Okay, and then we also created few view file for attribute controller. One is product attribute dot create and then product attribute dot manage, right? So I'm just going to open our product attributes, then inside of that product attribute folder create.blade.php file, and after I open this file, here I need to create a from which user will able to, not user, admin will able to create a attribute, default attribute for the vendor. Okay, so opening the category create.blade.php file, copy everything from there, and then go back to product attribute create.blade.php file, paste everything there, and then change the name here from create category to create default attribute. Okay, then here also I want to change from create category to create default attribute, and leave the error and success message because we will also pass error and success message in this page. And now for route, remove it because we're going to create a new route for this one. And from here in the from, leave CSRF token, then from here we just want to pass what? Attribute value. Okay, label for attribute value, give the name or give name of your attribute. Okay, fine. Then input type text, class. Okay, fine. Name going to be attribute value, placeholder going to be like XL. Okay, and then going to be add attribute, right? Emerging. Okay, so now if I open our create page in attribute section, you will able to see this is the page looks like right now. Now we can see here a from. Now from this from I want to give the admin functionality that admin can easily create a attribute from this page, right? So for that reason, what I have to do is I have to simply open the routes web.php route, and here inside product attribute controller I want to create a new route which is going to be post route. Okay, and the URL I want it to be like /default attribute /create. Okay, then I want to pass here the function name. It's going to be create attribute okay, and the name going to be similarly attribute dot create. Okay, fine. Now what I need to do is I need to create this function in my product attribute controller. Okay, so I just go back there and type here public function product create attribute function, and it's going to receive the request $request. And now this inside of this function, the code going to be as similar what we write in the category and subcategory create. Okay, so I just open the category store cat function and copy everything from there and go back to product attribute controller file again, paste everything here, and here I want to validate which data I want to validate. Let me show you. Okay, let me close this file. Okay, let me show you. I want to validate attribute value. Okay, so validate attribute value. It need to be unique at which table? It need to be unique at default attributes table. Okay, max going to be 100 and min going to be 2. Oh, okay, min not necessary for attributes because attribute can be like L, M. Okay, that's why leave the min, or you can even pass like min equal to 1. Fine. Then I want to use here our model, which is default attribute. Okay, default attribute create validate data, return back message attribute default attribute added successfully or created successfully, whatever you want to pass you can pass here. Simple. Now what I need to do is I need to use this route in my from action. So route going to be attribute create. Now let's see either it worked or not. Okay, refresh the page, try to create a attribute which is L. Okay, let's see, default attribute created successfully. Let's try to create L again. It should give us error that the attribute value has already been taken, and try to submit a empty from. Okay, attribute field must need to be at least 1 character. Create another one, Excel, it should work. Perfect. Now I want to show them in the manage product attribute page, and for this one first let's open the product attribute controller again, and here in the public function index I want to fetch out our all attributes. So all attributes. Okay, for fetching out all the attributes I want to use here our default attribute model, and just use all to fetch all attributes, and then compact them here, naming all attributes. Okay, now I want to go inside my category manage blade.php file, copy everything from there and go back to product attribute manage.blade.php file, paste there everything and change name from manage category to manage default attribute, and here also all default attribute. Okay, leave the session message, and here going to be attribute value, or simply type attribute VUTE, and here we getting attribute from all attributes. So yeah, passing here for each attributes as attribute. Then I want to show here attribute ID, then attribute, and here what available, let me see, attribute value. Okay, attribute value I want to show. Okay, and here we will create two routes for editing and deleting our attribute. So let's create them instantly, just copying the two or three routes from our master category controller route group. One is show cat, then another is update cat, another is delete cat. Just copy every of them and then go to product attribute again and paste them here. So this one going to be slash default attribute slash id. It's not going to be show cat, it's going to be show attribute. Okay, and show att, just leave show att or type attribute whatever you want. Then default attribute slash update, it's going to be for updating attribute, update attribute, and name going to be update attribute. Then default attribute delete, okay, delete attribute, delete attribute. Okay, now let's use them in the manage file. So for showing the attribute which I want to edit, here we need to use this show attribute route. Okay, show attribute, and here I'm passing the attribute id as well. If you watched our category video, then it should be very easy for you. And then for deleting attribute, we have a route called delete attribute, right? So just copy that and use that route as well, and here I will also pass the attribute id. Okay, fine, everything is perfect. Now it should display all of our attribute which is already available. Let's see. Fine, it's giving errors. Let's see what's the reason. Okay, I'm just going back to product attribute controller. So yeah, I should not return them in the index, I should return them in the manage function. So it should be here, not there. So yeah, that's the mistake. I return them in the create page, but I should return them in the manage page, right? So that's the reason why that's the error. Okay, it should be fixed right now. Yeah, everything good. It's showing all default attribute is L, XL, and we get the edit and delete functionality. Now let's work on that edit and delete, and for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to open master category controller and copy show cat, update cat, and delete cat function. Just copy everything and come back to product attribute controller, paste them as it is, and go back to our web.php to check our function name here. First one going to be show attribute instead of show cat. Then next one going to be update attribute instead of update cat, and then next one going to be delete attribute instead of delete cat, right? Okay, then we want to fetch out here attribute info using our default attribute model. Okay, fine, return, it's going to return a view inside of our admin, then product attribute. Okay, admin then product attribute. We will create this edit plate file, and where we need to compact our attribute info as well. Then next one similarly it's going to be attribute, and here we also going to use our default attribute model, find or fail id, validate data request validate. We're going to validate attribute value, it need to be unique at default attribute table, max 100, minimum 1. Fine, and here it's going to be AWTRI. So yeah, attribute update value. Fine, next return redirect attribute attribute updated successfully. Fine. Next, for deleting attribute, it's also going to use our default attribute model to find or fail the attribute and then return it back to the page saying attribute deleted successfully. Fine. Now all we have to do is we have to create this page called admin.product. Inside of the resource view folder we have admin folder, then product attribute folder. Instead of the product attribute folder we have to create this edit folder file, right? Okay, fine. And for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the resource view, then admin, and we have edit.related.pc file inside of our category folder. So I'm just going to copy it and go to our product attribute folder and paste it there. Change the name from edit category to edit attribute. Okay, fine. And then edit attribute error, leave the error message, success message as well. Here our route going to be not update cat, the route going to be update attribute, right? So just copy this route. Okay, copy this route and paste it here, and we are getting here attribute info from @info variable. So we just pass it here @info id. Okay, fine. Give the name of your attribute, not category, right? Then input type text, level for what? Level for, let me show you, level for going to be attribute value. Okay, just copy that, come back to this page, level for attribute value, give the name of your attribute, input type text, name going to be attribute value, and we are getting the attribute info from attribute info, then attribute value, and you can just type here update attribute. This is just copy paste and changing code. Okay, if you just watched our category or subcategory video, it should be very easy for you. I'm just going to show you everything, that's why I'm showing, otherwise I just can say you like you do this. Okay, whatever. So yeah, it should be done. Let me see if I can edit them. I want to change this L to M. Let's see, I click on edit attribute, change it to M. Let's update the attribute. It should work. You can say update attribute successfully. If I want to try update it again, it's going to say me attribute value has already been taken. Fine. Now if I go to attribute manage file again, want to delete the M, I can easily delete that as well. So everything like create, read, update, delete for attribute is done. But I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to continue and create discount. But one problem here is, for creating discount we need to display the product list. Okay, into this stage of the project we will not able to get the product list because we yet not done the product things, right? So yeah, that's the reason why we will skip this discount for now, and also we'll skip the product part as well for admin, because we don't have any product to display them here right now. So rest of the part like discount and product, manage review, then history, cart history, order history, and setting history can only be possible to done once we have some product. So for now what going to be happen, our admin panel were going to be finished. Okay, next, from next video we will start working on our vendor panel. Okay, and in vendor panel, after we set up product group, then we will come back here again and complete this manage product, manage review, and also create discount, manage discount. Okay, also another thing I will show you in next video, which is here how to create logout option for admin. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today's video. Next video I will start vendors section, and yeah, you can see everything is now going to very speedy way. In vendor we will not have many work. Let me show you. Okay, we don't have the logout option here. So yeah, that's going to open the dashboard. Cannot found. Okay, let me do one thing. I'm just going to change my role here. Don't worry, you don't have to change role manually from here. I will set up setting inside of the project where admin will able to easily change role for any user, and he will able to easily promote any normal user to admin or vendor as well. Okay, now in the vendor dashboard we are right now. So you can see in vendor dashboard, main work is to create store and manage store and create product and manage product. This one going to take 1 day. Okay, create store and manage store, and then next this one, which is the most important one, which is product, and it's going to take 2 days. Okay, 2 days to complete. So total 3 video will take to complete seller or vendor panel thing, and then we will move into the user thing, set up our home page theme, and yeah, everything going to be spiced up and go very fast. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.